It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
So this is from John, and one's from John, one's from Alice. They're both on Facebook.
Now, how can you do that?
Because I can. I'm in control
They
right
asked
now.
the same question. Are we just going to give them both?
No. They asked two different questions. Whichever one he lays out the most compelling case for Reby will get a tumbler. Hey,
They're both getting
send
a
them both
tumbler.
one. All right, here we go. So John said, is that saving of 25% a combined of retirement and cash on hand? So
Good
like
question.
if I'm building up cash reserves, does that count or is that something else? And then, hold on, because you're going to go a long time on this. I want to get the second question in. This is Alice's. When saving the 25%, do you subtract the employer match from what you contribute? So the employee puts in 15% and the employer puts in 10, am I good?
Yeah, those are both great questions.
We should combine them, shouldn't we?
They both get a tumbler. You get a tumbler. You get a tumbler. You get a tumbler. So, but here's the thing: 20 to 25%. I will tell you. And look, it depends on. I hate to put asterisks on rules because rules. Everybody likes them when they're. This is the rule. This is what you do. But it does get a little squishy. Like when you're in your 20s, the dirty little secret is if you have so much compounding interest opportunity. That I understand that like when you're saving for a house or you're trying to build emergency reserves, I think it is perfectly fine that your savings rate for long term might be 15% because 5 to 7 is going towards cash reserves, down payments, and things like that. But when I say 20 to 25%, the simple rule if you're getting older is I want it to be for the future. Yep. I want it to be for retirement. It can be in an after-tax brokerage account. It can be, but it does need to be 20 to 25% for future assets. Now, the question of employer match. I've got it. We're math nerds. I have really thought about this because what happens when you're a lower income person? When you make less than $150,000, a lot of your retirement very well could be covered by Social Security. Yep. The more you get above $150,000, the more your financial independence is going to be contingent upon how much you've saved for yourself because there's going to be a disconnect from Social Security being able to provide it. So here's the rule we've come up to, taking into account that fact. If your household income is less than $200,000, then you can count your employer match. And so if you're saving 15, your employer's putting in 10, you are effectively saving 25% towards long-term growth. That's great. Kudos to you. If you make over $200,000 of income, don't count the employer match because we need you to be as conservative as possible with your calculations and your savings patterns because a lot more is going to fall on your shoulders because there's just not going to be a safety net for you.
That's
You're
right.
not, because Social Security is not going to cover your bills because the hard part is that a lot of people, once you start making really good income, your lifestyle also creeps up to it. And it's crazy to think that that's going to completely go away when you retire. It just isn't. So I'm trying to set you up for success.